poppin', YouTube family? It's your boy The White. Welcome back to the channel. Silverback Siage. Hope all is well with everybody. Today I plan to actually probe back off into what I consider to be, thus far, my favorite clone house. And a fragrance that's been raved about, talked about, and getting a lot of hype in today's fragrance community. Do me a huge favor, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon. Keep it locked. But let's get right off into it. Today I plan to probe back off into the house of Armaf. And this fragrance right here, Club de Nuit Untold, been talked about. Now I'm ready to give you guys my 2 cents on it because I've definitely got a chance to spend some time with it. First things first, here's your box presentation. This is a 105 ml bottle, 3.6 fluid ounces. Here you go. Here's that front. Here's your top. They have the Armaf insignia on the top. On your side, Armaf once again. On the back, Armaf and some product information. And on the bottom, a bunch of product information that you can't really read, but you will be able to see your batch code. Now, a lot of people have talked about this fragrance. Let me come with that bottle presentation. Nice fluorescent, translucent bottle. You got your typical rhinestones in the gold cap there. Under the bottom, batch code info and Armaf insignia. But with all that being said, this one is supposed to be a Baccarat Rouge 540 clone. Let's get to that juice. See what we got here. Nice, decent sprayer, about average, I would say. Main, of course, for this one is amber, woody, warm, spicy, metallic, leathery, animalic, tobacco, fresh spicy with white florals. Fragrance came out 2022. Top notes of saffron and jasmine. Base notes of amberwood and ambergris. Base notes of fir resin and cedar. But what do you get with this one? In that opening, the saffron is super spicy, mixed in with that jasmine. So you get the white florals, you get that jasmine, that saffron in the opening, which is just like Baccarat Rouge 540. You get it with the florals and the spiciness in the beginning with some sweetness, though, I will say. And that's kind of gives you a little bit of fizziness with that ambergris. And then as this one begins to dry down, though, you get some woody nuances, but you definitely get that fir resins, which kind of makes it like earthy and green. And as far as the saffron in here, it has a certain earthiness to it. But it also has that sweet cotton candy vibe that some people have associated with Baccarat Rouge 540. So I will say that I will definitely put on the screen, even at discounters, this is the price that you would be able to get Baccarat Rouge 540 for, versus this one right here. I bought this off of Jama Shop, and if I'm not mistaken, for about that $50 to $55 price point. So retail for Baccarat Rouge, you're going to spend anywhere between $320 and $350-ish. Something like that. On discounts, I think you can get it for about that $250, $270 range. This one here is 90 to 95% Baccarat Rouge 540. But here's what I will say as far as longevity, as far as this one's concerned. I had a sample of Baccarat Rouge 540. It's a very, very impressive scent, well known. Every house out there, whether it's designer or Middle Eastern, it doesn't matter. Everybody has tried to clone the Baccarat Rouge 540 scent DNA, but very few have been able to get as close as this one right here. This one here, like I said, at that 90% rate for the scent DNA alone, this one here is by far the best Baccarat Rouge 540 clone that I've ever put my nose on. But if I was to give this a 95% rating as far as that scent DNA, it's strictly because Baccarat Rouge, when I had my scent sample, it lasted me for about that 6-7 hour range, and then it became an extreme skin scent. And I'm not talking clothes for either fragrance. But with this one right here, I got 10+ hours. So when I get to going with bang for your buck, and oil qualities being over toward the Baccarat Rouge because it's the originator. So, and it's way more expensive. So I'm pretty sure the budget for the scent profile and the oils that are used are coarser or better. But if I would have to say this one right here, if I'm giving it a rating out of 1 out of 10, this one is a strong 8, which is a very, very good rating for a cologne fragrance, because the hits that it would take within that 1 to 10 rating is for originality. It's just in the list of a many clones for that very, very popular fragrance. But I would have to say, if you're on the lookout for that scent DNA and you don't want to have to spend Baccarat Rouge 540 money, just buy this. Don't even play around with it. Don't even try to try all the other ones. This one right here gets this CI's stamp of approval. To make a long story short, its scent profile is awesome, and it's stronger than Baccarat Rouge 540, and as far as longevity and projection, it projects a little farther and lasts just on skin alone at least 3 or 4 extra hours. On clothes, it was in a polo shirt that I wore for like 2.5 days before it really, really got faint. This thing is a beast mode Baccarat Rouge 540 clone scent for that scent DNA. This one right here, I strongly recommend. If you actually have any of those brand new Armaf fragrances that came out with around the same time this one came out, because there's one like in a blue bottle, there's one in a black bottle. It looks just like the Club de Nuit bottle, but I'm hearing that it's like a cross between Sauvage and Creed Aventus. If you have any of those in your collection, and there's even the one for the ladies with a white bottle with a gold top. If you have any of those and they're as good as this or better, leave a comment in the comments and let me know what you think. But this one right here, 2 thumbs up. If you're looking to save some money and don't want to spend that Baccarat Rouge 540 money, get this one. Buy that one later. That's my time. Peace.